Hello and welcome to the PPC, otherwise known as the Production Possibilities Curve. I sometimes call it the PP curve if that's easier to remember. First things first, it's pretty much essential to memorize the definition word by word, and I've been doing this with Lord V939 before the economics exam. He was also a classmate of mine in my economics class. I'll call him that name just to keep his name anonymous because he's pretty shy. We spent a great deal of time fooling around, but we also studied really hard. So economics should be a breeze as long as you're willing to commit. Alright, on to the definition. A PP curve shows the maximum combinations of goods and services that can be produced by an economy in a given time period if all the resources are being used fully and efficiently and the state of technology is fixed. We can represent this concept by using a graph. You can reference the one in your textbook, but I drew mine because I don't want to get sued by the IBO. And so disclaimer, I'm not associated with that organization in any way. So here in my graph, to make things easier, I've used an analogy. So here the economy is represented by the school. The workers and suppliers are represented by the teachers, and the consumers are represented by the students. As we all know, for a school to be successful, running, and functioning, we need a balance between homework and memes. And I know a teacher in my high school who did this really well. We'll just call him Mr. M for now. He was our chemistry teacher. I didn't have him for grade 12, but he was really awesome on creating those tests filled with IB memes to make us want to study and work hard. And so on the PP curve, if teachers just force-fed homework to students, then quantity Y of homework will be produced and no memes. Point X shows the situation where only memes are made and no homework. At point Z, resources are being shared between the production of homework and the conjugation of spicy memes. The points of the PP curve in red shows the possible combinations of homework and meme production. It's just impossible to produce more homework without sacrificing the creation of juicy memes. The opportunity cost of more homework is therefore the amount of memes not produced. The PP is a curve because not all factors of production used to produce homework and make memes are equally good at both occupations. It just happens that some teachers can meme better than others, like Mr. M. Sliding down the red curve towards point X is where fewer homework is produced for the students. Although more resources and so teachers are creating memes, some just can't do it better than the masters. It's the exact same scenario at point Y. The teachers who meme are probably more skilled at that than actually assigning the dreaded homework. They are way more productive in producing the hot, spicy social art than the regular normal homework. Don't let your memes be dreams. At point Z, everyone's happy because they're doing the stuff that they're good at and enjoy. Memers will always be memers. That's one of the 10 commandments in the meme Bible. Any point inside the PP curve means that not everyone is productive at making homework for students or memeing, and so the production factors are not utilized to their greatest potential, which is over 9,000. Also, teachers are underpaid and some can be laid off. Work to rule may be enforced, and students are stuck in this hot garbage of a mess. To some extent of this is always the case, so production happens almost always within the PP curve. Now for the boring part. Point V is inside the PP curve and represents a combo of actual output. If the economy moves from V to W towards the PP curve, then there's been actual growth. The point Z1 is unattainable for an economy as it is outside the PP. It could only be achieved if the PP itself moved outwards. For example, if the PP curve moved from YX, which is the red one, to Y1X1, which is the blue one, then the point Z1 would be attainable. Any point on the red PP shows potential output, for example point Z. A PP movement from YX to Y1X1 represents an increase in potential output, and so a movement from Z to Z1 would be potential growth. So we're switching from the red curve to the blue curve. Or in terms of Star Wars, we're switching from the dark side to the light side, which could be seen as a positive thing. Whatever makes it easier to remember. An outward shift of the PP curve can only be attained if there is an improvement in the quantity and or quality of the factors of production. In this case, the quantity and quality of teachers making homeworks and memes combined. If this shift is achieved, there is an increase in potential output, but this does not necessarily mean that there is an increase in actual output. That would require the movement of the current point of the actual output towards the new PP curve. A fall in the quantity of factors of production would cause the PP to shift inwards. This might be due to wars or natural disasters. In our analogy, that would be equivalent to teachers going out on strike or not having good enough technology to make high quality memes. And so this is all you need to know for PP curves. I have one final extra bonus to show you guys if you'd like to see it. It's basically a 20-second edited recording of Lord V939 hiccuping all the time during the final preparations for our economics exam. It was pretty hilarious. Anyways, if Lord V happens to watch this right now, I hope you don't really mind because this is for educational purposes. But here it goes.
Bureaucracy, overstaffing, and inefficiency. National industries tend to be inefficient. Third one, increased government spending is likely to lead to increased budget deficits. So